Okay, so we're going to continue to break down this fifth inning here, Yankees-Dodgers. If you didn't see the first video I threw up, we started off with the line drive to Judge when he misses it. Talked a little bit about that play and Kike Hernandez, his base running. So go and check that out. Let's move to the next play now. So now we've got first and second. We've still got nobody out. It's the fifth inning. It's still 5-0. Garrett Cole is still technically cruising along. And we're going to break this play down. So we got Will Smith up at the plate. We're going to look at it from this high view, but I've also got some different angles that we can zoom in a little bit. So Smith is going to hit this ball in the hole, and you're going to see Volpe come over here. So here's the ball. It's going to be a little kind of roll over into the hole. Volpe moves over, feels it, throws to third, and the ball is in the dirt. Chisholm tries to pick it, isn't able to pick it, and we've got runners safe all around. So let's talk about the negatives. Let's talk about the positives. If we move it back real quick, let's just bring it back right here. Okay. So, first thing, in my opinion, this is the only place that Volpe can go with the ball. Right? Ball is hit in the hole, tough play. It's a good job by Chisholm getting the third base quickly. Right? So we've got the ball here again. Ball's hit in the hole. Volpe's got to go a long way for it. So Chisholm does a good job of getting the third base. Right, so he's going to take this angle right here. He basically becomes a first baseman. So he puts his right foot on the bag. He's going to be ready to just stretch and pick the ball. Volpe, unfortunately, throws the ball inside too far. And so, again, it's not an easy play. I'm going to go this way with it. So Volpe comes over, and he's got to kind of feel that. You can see he feels it here, and his momentum is going towards left field. Right, so he gets over here, and this is typically the footwork you'll use if he was going to throw the ball to second base. So you would come over here, you'd field it like this, and then you throw to second. Now, I don't think he could have done that. Typically, it depends on the base runner that's at first base. You've got Edmund over here, and he can run. He can really run. Plus, you've got first and second, and so you can see Rizzo isn't holding him. Right, Rizzo's back here, and so he can get a pretty good lead. Right, you can see he's turned open a little bit just in case Kike steals. He's watching Kike right here because if he goes and he's going to follow him. But he's able to get off the bag. Look where he is when the ball is actually hit. And then with his speed, he's going to get there. So Glaber's going to second, but that's a really difficult play. I think the right play was to go to third base. Now, the footwork, again, it's not an easy play. I know it's a short throw, but your momentum is moving towards left field. Now, if you hit this ball to Volpe 100 times, he probably makes his play a high majority of the time, right? And I'm sure he's upset that he did not put a good throw on the bag here. And Chisholm had the chance to pick it, and he couldn't. Again, the ball's kind of thrown towards Kike, and so it's not the easiest play in the world, but probably a play both guys would say that they should have made. Now, one thing that Volpe could have probably done is sometimes it's easier to take a little bit more of a direct route and even one-hand the ball. So instead of going so deep this way with it, you kind of cut here and you just field it one hand, and now you're moving towards third base. You got your momentum going that way a little bit more. So I think he probably could have cut it off. It's debatable if he could have got there and just, again, made a one-handed play with it, working his way towards third, and then you're just kind of flipping the ball over there. But, again, not the easiest play in the world, but a play that probably is going to be made at the major league level a lot, and Volpe's going to say that he should make the play. Let's look at a couple other things. Hernandez, really good job of running hard. One thing the Dodgers did a lot, especially in this inning, but really throughout the entire series, is they do put pressure on the other team because not that Hernandez is a burner. He's not like a great runner, but he's always running really, really hard. And so you can see the second that ball's hit, I'm going to back up here a second. So you're going to see right here. Let's press play. You're going to see secondary lead, and then boom, ball's hit, and he's taking off, and he knows that this ball is hit, right? So he's peeking right there. He knows that there's probably going to be a play at third. he's a utility guy. He plays every position basically on the field. And so he knows that that's probably not going to be a play at second. And so he's got to get to third base as quickly as you can. You can see he goes in hard. He goes in late. He tries to not break it up, but he's trying to beat that throw right there. And he does a really, really good job of it. So you have a hard base running to third by Kike. You have hard base running to second by Edman. You get speed. And then you got Will Smith getting out of the box and running hard down the line right there. So really good base running all around by the Dodgers. Let me know what you think, if there's anything else that could have been done. Again, I don't know from the standpoint of being more fundamentally sound or doing it any other way. I think it's a play that just needs to be made. I think, again, it was the right play to go to third base. The only things I could see is maybe, again, taking a little sharper angle, trying to get a momentum going to third a little bit more. It would have been tough. I mean, that ball is kind of like just towards his right enough where it's tough to get your momentum going that way. But I think going, two-handed, trying to make the play two-handed versus attacking it and maybe getting it off the ground a little bit sooner and going one-handed gives you a little bit better momentum, and you can put a little bit better throw instead of throwing the ball and leaving it kind of inside right there. And again, I thought Chisholm got to the bag correctly, got set up correctly, and, probably still could make the pick, but he didn't. So that's all I got. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. We're going to continue to move on now, because now we've got the bases loaded, and we have probably out of all the plays that happened, well, Judge's play was pretty simple, but another mental mistake here coming up in a second. I'm going to make a video on that Garrett Cole play, not getting over to first base. So check that out. I'm going to throw it up here in a second. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later.